Hello, I'm Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to 90 at 9, brought to you in association with the BNZ. This is your morning briefing where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, starting now with stunning news over the weekend that Goldman Sachs, the big US investment bank, has been charged with fraud by the US Securities and Exchange Commission. It's alleged that Goldman Sachs set up CDOs, collateralised debt obligations, in which a hedge fund picked the assets for that fund and then proceeded to bet against it. This essentially favoured one group of clients over another and misled a bunch of clients, according to the SEC. Goldman Sachs denies the fraud. However, Gordon Brown, the British Prime Minister, came out over the weekend and said this showed Goldman Sachs as, quote, morally bankrupt. He's launched an investigation into fraud on his side of the Atlantic. Meanwhile, the Europeans are likely to launch an investigation too. And Wall Street fell sharply on Friday night after this announcement. Meanwhile, the Eyjafjallajerkull volcanic eruption in Europe is still causing lots of grief there, where flights remain cancelled. The overall cost so far to airlines and the tourism industry is at least $2 billion. And every day this goes on costs another $250 million, according to analysts. This is affecting not just the airlines and tourism operators, but those selling just-in-time things like flowers, fruit and meat, often sold from the southern hemisphere and flown into the northern hemisphere. Many just-in-time production systems now, particularly for cars and electronics, are based on air freight. BA and Aer Lingus both cancelled their flights overnight for all of Monday. This is still going on. And finally, a debate between the leaders in the UK election over the weekend showed, believe it or not, that the Liberal Democrats leader, Clegg, was the winner, and that the Liberal Democrats have zipped up in the polls. This raises the prospect, a bad one for markets, of a hung parliament in the UK. I'm Hickey. That was 90 at 9, brought to you in association with the BNZ.